Aumoreno. I'm a captain with the Houston Fire Department.
Okay, so what's happening right
Okay. So we want to clear this up. This was not a control burn. This was an active incident. Yesterday morning, HFD was dispatched out here to check for smoke. When the units arrived, they saw that they had smoke down here, but being that the cooler temperatures, that smoke was laying down low. They could not find the fire. They did call, ask for the drone units to come out. We came out. By the time we arrived on location, we saw that we had a column of smoke, and that's when HFD activated this wildland team. The wildland team consists of 45 members that are on duty, off duty, and they come in and they activate, fight these fires, these type of fires. They're trained specially for these type of fires.
So at what point, because I think HFD sent out a message saying, obviously this wasn't a control, like you said, not a control burn, we didn't start it, but kind of talk us through how you ended up fighting it. You started a little fire? Yeah.
So the way that the tactics that we can use, obviously putting water on the fire makes the fire go out faster. Unfortunately for us, this fire was 100 yards into the fire, into all the green. There's no way to drive a vehicle in, and there was no way to get hoses up into that. So one of the tactics that we had to do was let it come to us. And so this road right here is where we said this is where we're going to hold it. One of the things that we did prepare for that fire to come to us is we do what we call back burning, strip burning. We light smaller fires that we know we can control and burn out everything that's going to be burning. All the fuel has been taken away. And we do that about 60 to 120 feet in. And that way, when the large bulk of the fire gets to us, there's nothing left to burn.
With the grass fire, this was yesterday?
Yes, sir.
The grass fire, do we know what caused that grass fire?
Right now, that's undetermined. We have no clue how that started.
You know how many acres have burned so far?
Total, when the original fire came out, it was about 40 acres. Right now, we've mapped it out to it's 105 acres.
Is it contained?
The fire is contained. There's no threat of spreading. You will see some more fire in here, but that's a normal process for us. One of the things that we do, we keep that what we call a chain to 66 feet. We do 2 chains in and make sure that fire is cold within the 2 chains, but let everything else in the black. That's just Mother Nature's gonna run its course.
Okay, so in layman's terms, can you just explain to us why there's a fire right here? Like, why aren't you guys actively trying to put that out?
So that fire right there is just gonna have to sit there and burn. Let all the fuels burn out, and that way, when it comes, if there was another fire to start, there's no fuel to burn.
Okay, let's talk air quality. Should people be concerned about the air quality with this burn happening?
So this morning there was a lot of smoke. Again, banked down on the ground, crossing I-10, crossing Eldridge over here. That fire, because of the cooler temperatures, that banks down. Once the temperatures rose, got higher, that smoke just banked out of here, and it's all gone now. So there's really no threat. There is no threat to the citizens.
And the fire is not 100% contained. What percentage are you guys at right now?
Right now we're doing 99%. We're gonna have it's contained 99% around the border. There is a dozer line, and we can show you later if you want. But we ran bulldozers through here and actually made it 60 feet wide.
So as far as having crews out here, I guess how long do you expect to?
Right now, one of our things that we look for is we watch. The weather is a big factor for us. Okay, in the city of Houston, in Texas, we start looking at 30%. When the humidity gets below 30%, that is something that's alarming to us. So right now, it's at 26%. So we want to watch that humidity go up. Once it gets above the 30%, we can start taking a breath and we can relax a little bit. But crews are going to be out here until this is completely out.
So that could be another day, 2
Could
days,
be another
3
day
days?
or two. But yes, this is the Army Corps of Engineers will take over that part.
And just any sort of words of, comfort or safety or what have you for the members of the public who live in this area?
So for the words of safety in public, we do know that the smoke has been bothering some people. That smoke is lifted out of here now. The air quality has improved. There's no threat to the citizens. There's no threat of this extending, and we go on about your normal life.
I do know that some of the bike paths, like the trails and stuff, were closed. Are those going to remain closed for the time being? Or?
For the time being, those will remain closed. We have seen some people come through here and walk in, but we try to advise them to stay out of here, go the other direction, and stay out of this area.
Captain, do you normally do in this park prescribed fires to prevent?
This fire hasn't really had a prescribed burn, as far as I know. I could be wrong, since the George Bush fire or Bush Park fire that they had a long time, 11 years ago, 12 years ago now. But within the city of Houston, the HFD and the HPARD, Houston Parks and Rec, we have a great program to do where we go ahead and mitigate those fires. We do it in the conservatory for like Memorial Park area, and we do it at Sullivan Park and Clear Lake. There's quite a few of them that we actually do to manage that and keep that out.
Did you guys encounter any sort of wildlife out here?
We didn't encounter any wildlife. We did see evidence of wildlife out here, especially hogs. There was a lot of wallows where they were laying down. You can see that.
But they weren't like burned or?
No.
Okay. And then lastly from me, with the air quality stuff, was there actual air quality testing that took place?
That part I'm not aware of.
What about the media? Is there anything that we should be focusing on? Is there anything that we're missing?
For right now, temperatures or the conditions right now, as we go through these fronts that are coming in, they start lowering that humidity. And so with the fuels being as dry as they are, we want you to know that any spark could happen. Just last week we had one that was up in Huffman, Kingwood area that burned, and that one got dangerously close to houses. And so, yeah, just be aware of what you're doing. Control those sparks, control that fire. Make sure that if you are barbecuing that you can put those embers out.
Anything you want to add we didn't ask?
No. I mean, you can look at all these pine needles and see that there's a lot of fuel out here. I can talk about some of the stuff that we do. Some of that stuff, like this right here, we call these ladder fuels. So these ladder fuels right here, that's what gets it up into the top of the trees. Fortunately, it stayed on the ground, and so we don't worry about it.
So y'all clearing out stuff like that?
Yeah. So what we do is we start preparing places, things like this. We would take that down if we needed to. If we felt that was a need, we would pull all that stuff down, make sure that we prepped it. So when the big bulk of the fire gets here, that's not going to carry it up to the top of the trees where we can't reach it.
What's been the biggest challenge of kind of managing all this out here?
I think kind of the biggest challenge is that how far off the road we are. You're not close to a fire hydrant. We have to bring the water in. We have to shuttle the water in. And so shuttling the water in, that is a process that we have to do.
So the fire is 99% out.
Yes.
105 acres.
Yes.
We'll be out here for the next day or two to make sure it's completely.
Correct.
Can we ride out with you and check out this widening of the road that you?
Yeah. I mean, here's what they did, and then, you can see where they ran the bulldozers right through here.
Oh, okay. So this is.
This is it. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
How far down did you?
Oh.
It's a good stretch.
I couldn't even. Total dozer line is almost 2 miles. Yeah, I think it was
From
1.93. So nearly 2 miles of dozer line has been put in.
So all the fires on that side.
All the fires in
on
here.
that side. And this is kind of the rear.
And we protected this side. Now, if you walk down here, you can see that there's more fires. We've had fires on this side before. So all this has been burnt before. Some people come out here, and it's my little pet peeve. I don't like it. Illegal dumping. Some of that goes on down here. If you watch where you pulled into the gate, there's been some illegal dumping, and so that also adds to the fuel.
But we still don't know a cause.
We don't know a
from the
cause.
grass fire. And
No.
then with that, who is investigating the cause right
So HFD Arson will investigate that. And they've actually, the whole arson division went through a special class just to investigate wildland fires. It's a different process. I didn't know that until last year. So, cool.
Thank you.
So other resources that were out here, Army Corps of Engineers is also out here. Also, we have our wildland division, we had our drone division. So HFD put a lot of resources. But one of the things that also we did is we didn't pull resources away from the station. So while resources were still at the station, you had an additional crew out here just managing this. So the calls for service could still continue to happen.
Spanish.
I wish.
Good.
Yeah, so just right here, you can